Tazayad, coming back with another video. But before I start off, I would like to give all praises and highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akiam across this world, who has spread his knowledge and truth and sincerity. And may the election be upon your households. Khan Shalom. Yeah, so today I'm going to make a quick video. Sorry for the background noise. As you can see, I'm on holiday actually right now, but the thing is, I'm here with my family on my mother's side and my wife. You know, we're staying at her apartment, the apartment of my mother in Spain. But you know, there's a show called Love is Blind, and they was watching it on TV, and I was watching it with them. So normally I don't really like watching these shows. Back in the days, I used to watch it, you know, before I came into this truth, like some type of amusement, you know, to see what's going on. But now, they was watching it, and there were certain things happening. So the show, what I said, is called Love is Blind. And let me just do it like this. I hope y'all can hear me because of the wind. So basically, in the show, there's people on the other side of a certain wall, and you have man and you have female being together, and you have different conversations with different men and different females, but you cannot see each other, you know, and this goes on for days and days. You don't have no electronics, so no phone, nothing, you know, only the conversations. So they tend to get into a deep connection very quick, and then at the end of a certain 10-day period or what, or 2 weeks, I'm not sure, they have to say if they want to get engaged or not with each other, you know, if they want to get married. So when somebody says, yes, I want to get married, then after they say yes, they reveal how they look like, you know. So first you hear the person talk, you hear their goals, their dreams, whatnot, their background, their family, their voice, their thought process, and then you see what they look like. But the thing is, fast forward in the show, okay, people falling in love with each other, whatnot, and then after a while, all those couples, you know, which were put together, are then in a big room and having a so-called small party, you know, talking with each other. But in the same scenario, you also see the people that you was talking to behind the wall, but you never saw them in real life. So you know already that is gonna mess up with people their minds, you know, when they see the people they was making deep connections with, all of a sudden appear in their faces. So that messes with the connection of the other couples. And going to the point, there was this couple, Jake, you know, Israelite man, Israelite female, and another couple, you know, with a Jake man and a woman from the Philippines, if I'm correct. And she was trying to give her opinion on the relationship of the Jake and the Jake female, and you know, saying to him like, yeah, you should go talk to her, you should do this, you should do that. Meanwhile, he was telling her like, hey man, you know, like you're putting too much pressure on me. You're making the situation even worse. Okay, because the Jake man and the Jake female were not really in a good situation. So she was giving her opinion and putting even more pressure on it, and making it even worse than it's supposed to be, you know. So, long story short, you know, now that I think about it, it's actually in the scriptures, man, that people should not be meddling in your business, in your relationship like this, you know, because they can mess it up. Okay, so let me read this scripture real quick. This is Matthew's, let me see, Matthew chapter 19, verse 6. And it says, wherefore they are no more twain. Let me start at verse 5. Let me start at verse 4. And he answered and said unto them, have ye not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female? And said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Wherefore they are no more twain, but one flesh. Okay, so you now belong together. What therefore the Most High hath joined together, let no man put asunder. So it's not supposed to be that somebody is trying to meddle in your business and try to break your relationship apart. The same goes in my case, my wife, she has a friend from Nigeria who got married a couple of weeks or months ago. I'm not sure anymore. Yeah, weeks ago. But she has some friends, this Nigerian female, some guy friends who are also from Nigeria, and she asked their opinion on my relationship with my female. Like, what do you think about him and this and that? And they was like, yeah, we don't think he's that serious or whatnot. So now my wife comes to me like, hey man, they told me like, they don't really see us as being serious. So I was already thinking like, who are these people to, to come and meddle in our business? Like, who are you? But then she explained the situation to me clearly. Like, for them over in Nigeria, it's a custom to first do the marriage, so-called ceremony before they have sex and whatnot. But me, in my case, knowing the scriptures, that we don't really, yeah, that is not necessary to put a ring on a finger or whatnot. But the moment that you sleep with a woman that was a virgin, and you basically go into her, you have sex, so you make her bleed. That is actually when she becomes your wife. Okay, you took her virginity. So we did have some type of ceremony whereby the family and everybody knew that you were official husband and wife. So aside of that, when these men, so these two Nigerian men, being the friends of the Nigerian female that got married, were talking to me. I guess they were listening like what I had to say and what I was thinking about my relationship and whatnot with my wife, you know, and that in their eyes came over as not traditional, also on something, in their culture. Okay, like I said, they do the ceremony, the marriage, whatnot. Anyway, going back to the point, it just shows you that they are also meddling in another man's business, and they can cause, for example, my wife to have thoughts like, yeah, maybe they are right, maybe this is not for me, this and that and the third. So I spoke with her also, but we were on the same golf length, okay, because she also said like, yeah, I don't get that feeling from him, I see he's serious with me and whatnot. So anyway, I was just like, I was getting angry, but then I was like, hey, if they are not sincere, then the Most High is gonna deal with it anyway. But I came to find out that, when she explained to me what the situation was concerning their culture, I was like, yeah, I understand where they come from, why they say this, that they think I'm not serious or whatnot, because they're not used to these things, they're used to a certain culture or tradition. So then I calmed down a bit. But just to show you also, like, with the Most High is put asunder, actually you should not go apart. So when you have a wife, it's not supposed to be that you split apart, except that you be on a demon tip and really, following other gods, or committing adultery or whatnot, then you can give that bill of divorcement, so to speak, and like Moses gave the people of Israel back in the days through the spirit of Yahweh Bashmi Ashai, and then divorce that female, because she's gonna cause you to follow out this truth, maybe, or she's gonna cause you to follow other gods, So, long story short, that was it, on my personal experience, and I have another scripture here. It says, the book of Psalms, let me see, book of Psalms 141, verse 9. Keep me from the snares which they have laid for me, and the gins of the workers of iniquity. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I withal escape. So if the people do plan something against you and your household, or you and your relationship, or whatnot, and you are being in the streets, the Most High is going to deal with them anyway. So, there's also prayer for that. But it's important to first understand the situation before you send, for example, curses, or before you make conclusions too quick, like in my case. So, going to the book of Psalms, chapter 71, close it off. Psalm 71. Let me see. Oh, so like yeah, Psalm 70, verse 1. Make haste, O Yahweh, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backward and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame that say, aha, aha. Let all those that, so that's the point. Okay, so let them be turned back, the ones that plot evil things against you, or, they are jealous of you and your relationship and not want to break the thing with you, like these, certain friends of your wife might be jealous of their relationship and trying to give her the idea that you are a horrible man or whatnot, fuck them too. You see, it's also important to notice with what people your other half, your man or female is dealing with. So like what vibrations she is surrounding herself with, and what type of people she's hanging out with, because they are also playing a big part in her life, of course. So if they have a negative influence on them, it can also impact your relationship. So it's also important to notice that, from the beginning, the best, of course. But hey, it is what it is. I just wanted to speak on that. Like I said, I don't want to make the video too long. So I hope it was edifying. With that, I want to give all praises and the highest honor to the Most High Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Makakodash. I want to give double honor to my elder apostles and teachers of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the sincere Akim across this world, who will spread his knowledge and truth and sincerity, and may the election be upon your households. God shalom.